The Vampire Diaries cast. Then and now, 2026. Shocking changes. The Vampire Diaries cast has resurfaced, and by 2026, their real-life transformations are darker, bolder, and far more unexpected than anything Mystic Falls ever imagined. Some barely seem to age. Others have vanished from the spotlight entirely. And a few life turns feel almost unreal. You think you know how this story ends, but the final reveal changes everything. 1. Ian Somerhalder as Damon Salvatore. Kicking things off with the ultimate heartthrob, Ian Somerhalder was 30 when he defined the bad boy vampire archetype as the smoldering Damon Salvatore. Now, 46, his life has taken a shocking turn from destructive vampire to obsessive healer. While he briefly starred in Netflix's V-Wars, Ian has largely stepped away from Hollywood spotlights to focus on saving the planet. He's now a dedicated environmentalist living on a farm in Louisiana. Business-wise, he turned fiction into reality, co-founding Brothers Bond Bourbon with his on-screen brother, Paul Wesley. In the romance department, he found his match in Twilight star Nikki Reed. The couple married in 2015 and are now raising 2 children while fighting for privacy. From bloodsucker to regenerative farmer, Ian's evolution is arguably the most profound of the entire cast. 2. Sarah Canning as Jenna Summers. Next, we move to the show's most heartbreaking What If. Sarah Canning was just 22, surprisingly young, when she played Aunt Jenna, whose tragic death in Season 2 remains a sore spot for fans. Now 38, Sarah has defied the forgotten character curse by building a powerhouse resume in Canada. She has become a fixture in sci-fi and drama, starring in War for the Planet of the Apes, Nancy Drew, and becoming a familiar face in Hallmark movies. Unlike the chaotic love lives in Mystic Falls, Sarah keeps her personal world incredibly locked down, refusing to discuss relationships to focus purely on her craft. She has also expanded into directing, proving that while Jenna's time was cut short, Sarah's creative legacy is thriving quietly, but powerfully. 3. Joseph Morgan as Klaus Mikaelson. Ramping up the intensity, we have Joseph Morgan, who joined at 30 as Klaus Mikaelson. Here is a fun fact. Klaus was supposed to be a short-term villain, but Joseph was so magnetic, he accidentally launched an entire spin-off franchise, The Originals. Now, 44, the British star has shed the hybrid curse for roles in Brave New World and Titans. But the biggest plot twist? He found love right on set. Joseph married his Vampire Diaries co-star Persia White, who played Abby Bennett, in 2014, becoming a devoted stepfather to her daughter. Far from his sociopathic on-screen persona, the real Joseph is a gentle artist and director who fights for animal rights. It turns out the biggest bad wolf was a softie all along. 4. Zach Roerig as Matt Donovan. Zach Roerig, 40, played the only human to survive 8 seasons of supernatural chaos, but his real life has seen its own share of shocking drama. In a twist no one saw coming, he gained full custody of a secret daughter in 2013, instantly embracing the role of a devoted single father. While he hit a legal speed bump with a public DUI arrest in 2020, Zach has since focused on personal growth and a surprising hidden talent: carpentry. When not acting in shows like Dare Me, he is renovating homes, proving he is just as resilient as Matt Donovan. 5. Candace King as Caroline Forbes. Candace King, 38, transformed Caroline Forbes from a shallow teen into a fan favorite, a growth mirrored in her own life. She married Joe King of the Fray in 2014, launching a music career and welcoming 2 daughters, though the couple has recently navigated significant life changes. No longer just the vampire Barbie, Candace has reinvented herself as a powerful voice for mental health. She now co-hosts the podcast Directionally Challenged, where she openly discusses anxiety and the struggles of her 30s, turning her personal battles into a platform to help others. 6. Michael Trevino as Tyler Lockwood. The man behind the tortured hybrid. Tyler Lockwood, Michael Trevino, 40, has traded werewolf curses for a camera lens. While he found steady success starring in Roswell, New Mexico, his true passion lies in artistic photography and global travel. Romantic rumors once linked him to Glee star Jenna Ushkowitz, but he now keeps his private life fiercely guarded. Intense and dedicated, Michael has successfully shed his CW heartthrob image to become a serious actor, describing his physical transformations on the show as some of the most challenging work of his career. 7. Paul Wesley as Stefan Salvatore. Paul Wesley, 43, has arguably had the most successful pivot of them all. Leaving the brooding Stefan Salvatore behind, he went to space as the iconic Captain Kirk in Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. Off-screen, he turned fiction into fortune by co-founding Brothers Bond Bourbon with Ian Somerhalder, cementing their real-life brotherhood. After a high-profile split from Inez de Ramon, Paul continues to dominate Hollywood as a director and producer. Stefan was just the beginning of his empire. 8. Kayla Ewell as Vicki Donovan. Kayla Ewell, 39, may have been the first main character to die in Mystic Falls, but she has found a lasting second life with her co-stars. She reunited with Candace King to co-host the hit podcast Directionally Challenged, where they candidly navigate life's chaos. Now married to actor Tanner Novlin with 2 children, Kayla has found a steady home in Hallmark movies and the bold and the beautiful. Vicki Donovan was tragic and lost, but Kayla is thriving, grounded, and happily found. 9. Claire Holt as Rebecca Mickelson. Claire Holt, 37, traded her original vampire fangs for a very real, raw journey into motherhood. Now, a mother of 3 with husband Andrew Joblin, she has become a fearless advocate for women, openly discussing her heartbreaking miscarriage and postpartum depression to help destigmatize the struggle. While she starred in survival hits like 47 Meters Down, her most powerful role today is her honest presence on social media. The girl who played the invincible Rebecca Mickelson is now winning hearts by showing her true vulnerability. 10. Matthew Davis as Alaric Saltzman. Matthew Davis, 46, holds the record for endurance, playing Alaric Saltzman across all 3 franchise shows: TVD, The Originals, Legacies. In reality, the former Bachelor is now a settled family man, married to actress Kylie Cassiano with 2 daughters. While he has occasionally stirred the pot with controversial political views on social media, he remains a staple in the industry. Alaric evolved from a vampire hunter to a headmaster. Matthew has simply matured into an unapologetic Hollywood veteran. 11. Kat Graham as Bonnie Bennett. Kat Graham, 35, spent years saving Mystic Falls, but now she is focused on saving the real world. As a UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador, she travels the globe fighting for refugee rights, far surpassing her witchy duties. A fashion icon and recording artist, she has been vocal about the challenges of being a black actress in Hollywood and how Bonnie was often sidelined. Kat has reclaimed her power, building a career defined not by who she played, but by the massive impact she makes. 12. Marguerite McIntyre as Sheriff Liz Forbes. Marguerite McIntyre, 59, played the stoic Sheriff Liz Forbes, but her most significant contribution to the franchise actually happened behind the camera. In a major career pivot, she traded her badge for a writer's pen, becoming a key executive producer and writer for the Originals and Legacies alongside Julie Plec. While her character's death from cancer remains the show's most tear-jerking moment, Marguerite is thriving creatively off-screen. A trained Broadway performer, she has successfully proven that her storytelling talent is just as powerful as her acting. 13. Michael Malarkey as Enzo St. John. Michael Malarkey, 41, joined the show late as the charismatically tortured Enzo, but he quickly stole hearts and became a series regular. Today, the British-American star has swapped vampire drama for moody, atmospheric music, touring globally, and releasing albums like Mongrels. Unlike Enzo's tragic ending, Michael's real life is a picture of stability. He has been married to actress Nadine Lewington since 2009, raising 2 sons while balancing voice acting gigs and roles in Project Blue Book. 14. Susan Walters as Carol Lockwood. Susan Walters, 61, known as the Mayor and Tyler's mom, is the definition of Hollywood endurance. She has seamlessly jumped to hits like The Flash and Star Trek. Picard, proving age is just a number in an industry that is often tough on women over 40. But her most impressive achievement is her marriage to Teen Wolf star Lyndon Ashby. Together since 1986 with 2 daughters, they are a rare example of marital stability in showbiz. While Carol Lockwood met a brutal end by Klaus, Susan is living her best life, often co-starring alongside her husband. 15. Stephen R. McQueen as Jeremy Gilbert. Stephen R. McQueen, 36, started as the scrawny little brother Jeremy Gilbert, but he underwent a massive physical transformation that shocked fans. Grandson of the legendary Steve McQueen, he has honored the family legacy with action-heavy roles in Chicago Fire. A dedicated fitness enthusiast, he uses social media to document his intense training and charity work for first responders. While he keeps his dating life with models quiet, his evolution from a troubled teen character to a real-life action star is undeniable. 16. Bianca Lawson as Emily Bennett. Bianca Lawson, 46, is the internet's favorite mystery because she simply does not age. Known for playing Emily Bennett, she famously played teenagers well into her 30s, but she has finally taken on mature, gritty roles like Darla in Queen Sugar. Off-screen, her family tree is legendary. She became Beyoncé's stepsister when her father married Tina Knowles. From a brief haunting ancestor to a dramatic powerhouse, Bianca has proven she is far more than just a vampire witch. 17. Nina Dobrev as Elena Gilbert/Catherine Pierce. Finally, the face of the franchise, Nina Dobrev, 36. After pulling double duty as Elena and Catherine, she left the show to conquer Hollywood, with films like XXXX Return of Xander Cage. But her biggest headline isn't a movie. It's her power couple romance with Olympic legend Shaun White. Together since 2020, they travel the globe seeking extreme thrills. From a teary-eyed human doppelganger to a fearless real-life adventurer and business mogul, Nina has truly left Mystic Falls behind for a life of adrenaline. From vampire curses to real-life empires, the cast of 2026 is unrecognizable from their Mystic Falls days. Which transformation shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.